Professors and hello everyone. This is Rabu. I am a senior student at American University of Phnom Penh. I'm also majoring in Information and Communication Technology and specializing in MIS. And this video I'm taking for explanation for your innovation course by Professor Ricardo. And my intention of this video wanted to make you easier to understand what is the course is about, and especially what is the quiz is going to taking is going to cover what topic, and my some tip for this course as well. So I hope this video will help you to some extent, or make you easier to taking the quiz and easy to get higher score. So I'm talking this. It doesn't mean I have my higher score in my quiz, but actually I have used my experience as a student in this course to explain you, and also explain some topic that need to be covered in each quiz as well. So before I'm talking about this presentation, I would like to divide it into three main quiz, because like in this course we have three main quiz. So I'm going to talk about the first quiz, and then second quiz, and the last one, which is the third quiz. And before talking about those quiz, I would like to address that in this course you will have some guest lecture for your course presentation or course insight. So professor want you to have more information, or also more understanding about each course presentation, and each topic presentation, also your insight toward, or your perspective toward the topic that they're going to share you in the class as well. So don't forget to take note about that as well, because like it's really important, those videos as well. Yeah. So why I'm talking about that video and why it's really important, so let's talk about quiz number one together. So in quiz number one, you will cover some different topics. It has design thinkings and ethics model. So before you taking quiz number one, before going to the quiz, before walking to the class with the full confidence, you need to understand the discussion in the class as well, because the professor always want you to pay attention in the class. So make sure that you understand what is the topic that is discussed in the class, and what is the meaning of those topics. So you take it down, take note, because it's really important. Second, video that professor put in the modules. So those videos are really important because it gives you more insight, especially when it has some quote, when the speakers in the video they explain something. Just take note the main things, and then trying to explain it to yourself. This is the really good things that you need to understand before going to take the quiz as well. And third, it is the edict model that I first mentioned. The edict model is really important, and you need to understand what is the edict model, and what do we use it, when do we use it, where do we use it, and how do we use it, and especially understand each phase of those models. So E stands for what, D stands for what, I stands for something else, something like that. So I want you to understand each phase of the module, especially the first phase, the second, and the last one, because every phase is really important. But I want you to understand each phase clearly. So especially the emphasize one, the define, the ideate, the create, and the testing as well, because those phases will appear in the quiz for sure. Because like we focus edict model, like for this course we mainly focus on this model really heavily, because at the end of the course you also need to present about your innovation, your idea, your project to the class, and especially to the professors as well. So yeah, understand this edict model from the very first start of this course is really crucial and very essential. And then you need to differentiate between the word design thinking and creative thinking. So those two words are really I could say it quite confused, because like most of us think that creative and design is somehow it's similar, but you need to understand what is the meaning of design thinking and what is the meaning of creative thinking. So those are the really important things that you as a student in this course need to understand about design thinkings and creative thinking in this innovation course. And yes, and last but not least, prototype. The prototype is really important. You need to understand what is the fast prototype, what is the meaning of prototype, because doing this kind of model, edict model, you need to understand the prototype process as well. Yeah, because like somehow we need to do some fast prototype to explain our project idea to the class quickly. And not to add on, I mean not to mention, please consider the real example in real life, especially in Cambodia context, because it really help you a lot to understand this model and this course, because like you can experiment the real things that happen right now. That's why professor calling out our guest speaker from outside to come to the class and explain everything, and especially they have some things to surprise us as well, so stay tuned for those guest lecture, and it also give you more insight. Especially it's really important for the quiz as well. If you don't come for the guest lecture, the quiz you might miss or you might don't understand some parts. And yes, those are the quiz number 1 that when you talk about design thinking and ethics model. Let's talk about quiz number 2. Quiz number two. It's going to talk about mainly on leadership. First, leadership for innovation. Second, leadership in organization, and somehow you need to understand the cross-boundary work in CQ as well. So basically, it's all about innovation, and if you talk about innovation, you need to understand the word leadership, because like in the team, you need to have the teamwork skill, you need to have the leadership skills in you, and then you can lead your team very well in the team. Yes, and yes, the leadership's investment that I was mentioned, you need, and then not only the leadership, but you need to understand the real leadership, and you can also need to imagine what is the real leadership outside as well. And yes, that is really important, because like in the quiz is also somehow, I don't know in your semester, but for sure leadership is really important. You need to understand the real leadership, what is the real leadership, and what is the purpose, what is the meaning as well. And then if we talk about the real leadership, we need to include the word leader there, right? So what do leader do in this phase, in this course, in these projects, in this model? So basically, this innovation course, you will form into a group, and those group you need to have a leader. And what are those leaders need to do to innovate or to make their team shine and have the highest score? So those leaders need to have a lot of skills, especially the skills of organizing and the skills of assigning, and especially at the end of the day, just to want our team to be the best. That's all the leader want, and that's all the team spirits want. But how the leader should pay attention to the member is really important. You need to understand that part as well. And next, brainstorming the idea. Of course, brainstorming the idea is the phase that you need to gather all of the craziest idea coming out. Yes, coming out. Come on, guys. Any idea, just pull it out. And we don't know. Somehow, the craziest idea is the most, crucial, fruitful idea ever in the problem. So this is the really important thing that you need to brainstorm, and you need to understand that should you fight during brainstorming idea, or should you not fight during brainstorming idea. So basically, if you fight during brainstorming idea, it must be weird, because like you gather all of every idea, like any type of idea just coming out, the most craziest one is also fine. But if you fight during that time, you will never end. It's gonna be endless idea, because like if you fight, it means you want your idea, or you want this idea to be the best. But fighting during brainstorming is not good, guys. But for me, my experience, you need to understand this as well before taking the quiz, right? And yes, of course, the last but not least is team buildings. Why it is important, and what is the team building means. This is really important, guys. So again, don't forget to watch the video in the module, because those videos it will be appear in the quiz as well. So I don't know what kind of video that your terms your semester exists, but those videos are really important. I don't know what kind of video, but if it's recommended by the professor, you must watch it, because it's gonna appear in the exam. And don't forget the discussion in the classroom as well. Those are the important things in the quiz number 2. And yes, what about quiz number 3? Yeah, the last quiz that I have taken in my semester. Maybe your semester have 4 or 5 quiz, but for me have 3 quiz. So those 3 quiz, number 3, they cover in 2 main topics, because 2 main topics. First is digital transformation, second digital culture. And guys, this is really important, because digital transformation is really big topic, and you need to things of the context of Cambodia, because right now we're living in a transformation from traditional to digital, right? So you need to understand the process of doing it, and what is the meaning of digital transformation? Can you give the example? So this is really important. You need to understand those things. And of course, the context of digital transformation, you need to understand the real life experience, as I mentioned. Thinking of an app, thinking of a company that you have learned or you have experienced. Sercard, Smart, a lot of companies that they have turned our Cambodia context to from traditional to digital transformation. This is really important, guys. And yes, and then you need to understand the context, the characteristics, the value of the organization that you need to think of. Because why? This is, I refer to digital culture. So if you're talking about digital culture, it has a culture in digital. Of course, organization is also have culture in its own respective organization as well. So you need to understand those two culture and combine it together, whether it fit or not, whether it's help improve the organization or not. So this is really important. And next, it's about the importance of the versus learning, and of course, not last but not least, the risk taking. Of course, doing the project, you need to think about the risk taking, and it's why it's important, why it is a good approach, and this is also important for the quiz as well. And again, don't forget to watch the video and take note every quote, every important things in the class. It's really important, guys. So yes, this is the end of the video, and I have briefed the main topic that we're going to take, we're going to cover in this innovation course. But again, don't forget to come to the class regularly, and of course join the guest lecture, because the quiz also appear from the guest lecture as well. And this course is really chill, it really fun, it really happy, because you can do craziest idea you want and present it to the class, and it's make it fun. And this is one of the tips that I wanted to tell you as well, because from the previous, I have a really good experience inside the class and the course. We have three groups, and those groups have the most craziest idea ever, and it really have solved out their problem. That's really surprised, and we support each other. So this is really important. And of course, this course will provide you an insight more about how to run a innovation, how to propose an innovation. Especially after those three quiz, you will learn. You will form into 4 or 5 groups based on your capacity. The number of your class, the people in the class, but you will use the edict model, and those edict model is really important, guys. And then again, if you finish all of the quiz, if you start your project, you need to refine or rewind the edict model and explain it to your teammate. What is the emphasize phase do, define phase do, ideate phase do, prototype or create phase do, and the last but not least, testing. And yes, when you're doing presentation, it is the presentation that talk about the edict model on each phase as well. So yes, that would be my tips, and that would be my explanation toward the whole course in this around 14 to 15 minutes. And I really hope that this video will help you guys to some extent to understand this course, the whole. Not everything as a whole, but at least give you a big insight of the innovation course as well. And yes, that would be all of my presentation and my explanation, and I hope this really helped you to some extent. And good luck for your final presentation in this course as well. It's really fun, and make it as a supportive and make it as an unforgettable memories ever in this course. Thank you guys, bye bye.